Hey, good morning. Ready to get going. We're going to start in a nice comfortable seat and ground down through the sit bones. Lift the sternum, pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Draw your navel in. Imagine you're stretching up through the staircase of your spine from the tailbone up through the crown of the head. Nice and tall, big lift. And then we're going to take those hands up, reach out the biceps by the ears, nice and tall. And then we're going to tilt over to the left. Press into the right hand, reach the left arm up and over. Maybe look up underneath your arm. Feel the stretch, feel the space between the right hip and the right rib. Right down in here, big stretch. Wiggle the fingers, reach, 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 and then come back up nice and tall. And then take that left arm up, reach over to the side. Feel the space between the hip and the rib, maybe looking up underneath the right arm. Reaching, 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 maybe wiggle the fingers. Navel's drawing in. And then reach up nice and tall. Float the hand down. Notice your breath. We're going to move with our breath. Big inhale, lift up. And exhale, take it down. Now we're just going to turn to the side. So sitting with your legs out straight in front, you can have a bend in your knees if you like. In fact, I usually like to start with knees a little bent. And inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, fold forward over those legs. Couple of breaths here. You can start to straighten the legs out a little bit if you want to, or just keep the nice bend. And it doesn't matter how far you bend. It matters that you feel a stretch in the hamstring. So if you're here, even if you're here, as long as you feel that stretch here, does not matter. You can reach for your toes. You can grab hold of your outside edges of your feet, whatever feels good to you. And then go ahead and sit up. Take your hands behind you. Take your feet to the mat. And you'll lift your hips, come into reverse tabletop. Lifting those hips up, clawing into your fingerprints, reaching the crown of the head back, reaching the knees forward. Clawing into your fingerprints so you don't have stress in your wrists. And then go ahead and lower your hips down, cross your legs, and come through onto all fours. We'll take a little cat-cow, knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Press into your fingerprints, drop your belly, look forward, cow pose. Lift your tail, lift the crown. And then round the back, cat pose. Spread your shoulder blades wide, press into your fingerprints. And inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And maybe move your hips a little side to side if that feels good. And bump your hips to the left, look over the right shoulder, look at the right foot, feel the stretch in the left side. And then bump your hips to the right, same thing, look over to the left foot, feel the stretch on the right side. And then walk your hands forward, curl your toes under, peel your hips up nice and high, downward facing dog. Pressing into your hands, press away from your mat, push, like think about reaching your chest towards your thighs. And your knees can be bent as generously as you like. And it does not matter if your heels touch the floor. You are looking for a straight back. And then bend your knees, look forward, and step your left foot up between your hands. Low lunge. Go ahead and lower the knee, looking forward, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale, take the arms up, reaching up for the sky, sitting down into this hip, feeling that stretch there in the hip flexor. Reach it up, big reach for the sky. And then exhale, take the fingertips down, pull the left hip back, feeling that stretch in the hamstring. And roll forward, plant the right hand, take the left arm up, twist. And then reach the left arm back, palm up. And take that arm all the way up and around. Step the left foot back to plank. Spiking those heels back, reaching the crown forward. And then take your hips up high, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step the right foot up between your hands, low lunge. Lower the back knee gently to the mat. Inhale, take the arms up. Reaching up for the sky, sitting down into that left hip. Let the shoulders relax down away from the ears. And then take those hands down to the mat, pull the right hip back. Runner stretch. Pulling the toes toward the knee, flexed foot. And then roll onto that foot, plant the left hand, take the right arm up, twist. Reaching up for the sky, and then reach back behind you toward your foot. Palm facing up. And pulling the shoulder blade into the spine, noticing your breath. And then take that arm all the way up and around. Lift the back knee, step the right foot back, plank pose. Spiking the heels back, reaching the crown forward. If you would like to be on your knees, you can totally be on your knees. In fact, let's be on our knees because we're going to shift forward and slowly lower all the way down to the belly. And inhale, baby cobra, pull the elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest. Elbows back, pressing into your feet, pressing into your pelvis. Release down one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under, press yourself up to plank or all fours. And exhale to downward facing dog. Nice, then go ahead and lower the knees and send the hips back, stretching through your feet. You can just rest on your forearms or bring your head down to the mat. Feeling that stretch in the feet. One more big breath. And exhale. And then come forward onto all fours. And lift the hips up, downward dog. Walk the hands back towards the feet. You'll come into a forward fold at the back of your mat. And we're going to go halfway lift. Inhale. Pull the head forward. Take the hands all the way up to the thighs. Reach the elbows back. So we've got a straight spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Think about the shape of a number 7. You're reaching from the crown to the tail. Inhale, find length through the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that length through the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, take your hands down to come up, big reach, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You can take your hands to your shins or to your thighs or keep them on the mat, whatever feels good for you. Halfway lift and exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Plant your palms, walk it out to plank. Lower your knees. Chaturanga, elbows in, slowly lower down. Belly to cobra. Lift your chest, pull the elbows back. And release. Curl the toes under, press yourself up to plank or all fours. And exhale to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, take a little walk up to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And inhale, lift your right knee up. And now think about a scissor effect where you're squeezing your legs in toward the midline. So your right leg squeezes in, your left leg squeezes in, think scissors. And that's that energy squeezing in is going to help your balance, along with pulling your navel in, chest lifted, nice and tall, hands to your heart. And then you're going to shift forward, send that foot back all the way to the mat so you come into a lunge. Crescent lunge, navel in. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, shift forward, reach the arms back. And inhale, take the hands back to heart center. Bend the right knee and step your foot up to meet the left. Inhale, lift the left leg, finding it on the other side. Finding that energy squeezing into the midline, navel in, chest lifted to the thumbs. Breathe. And then we'll shift forward, send that foot back, find that lunge on this side. Nice work, squeezing everything to the midline. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, reach forward with the head, reach the fingers back. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, bend the left knee, step the left foot up to meet the right. Mountain pose. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, fold down, bend the knees, come down into a little squat, drop the tail down. Sitting down in a little toe stand. Nice. And then we'll just come to find a seat. You can sit in a cross-legged position or maybe one foot in front of the other, whatever feels good to you. Sitting nice and tall where we started, lifting up through the staircase of the spine, but letting the shoulders relax down. So we want to avoid any clenching in the shoulders, any tension. And just release it down. Inhale, take the arms out wide. And exhale, bring the palms together, hands to heart. And I want to thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. It's always my honor to guide you.